doors have opened. The timer has started. Welcome to your weekly dose of post-apocalyptic mayhem. In the year 2115, a Penance RPG production.
Welcome to episode 2 of 2115. Who are you and what are you playing? Starting with Susie.
Hi there, I'm Susie Q. I'm playing Dr. Frances Stein, who is a halfling technomancer, which means she's a little bit of a jack of all trades. She's got a little bit of medicine there, she can do some engineering and basic science. She's very handy with a shovel, and maybe has an impulse control problem, maybe doesn't, but she's certainly very ambitious, and we'll see if she gets any further to her secret goal that might become not so secret this episode.
So next we have Rowan.
Hello, I am Rowan. I am playing a little rat called Index. They got some little cables coming out their head. The backstory for my character was that she was approached by a Roomba that wanted to be a musician, and so she kind of botched a really bad body for said Roomba, and now they travel the world together. She's a bit nervous, very twitchy, and generally not very strong. Anything else I should add?
That's fine.
That's
Cool.
fine. Next we have Dragon.
Hello, I'm Dragon. I am playing Irwaz. They are Envy, Elf, Aqua hybrid, kind of. So her Aqua side is taken from a bluefin tuna. Largely, they are good at first aid and patching people up, and quite like to not be involved too much in melee combat. They much prefer ranged, if possible.
Alright. Next we have Amy.
Hello, I'm Amy. I'm playing Lottie. She is a half-human class with a felis. So she's more or less looking like a tabaxi. But she has a human trait of having human hair on top of her head, so she has long white hair. She's also white and ginger. She's quite cat-like, more in the terms of, like, she will play with string if someone dangles it, so I'd mind your wires and cables.
Alright. Then we have Tom.
Hello, I am the aforementioned Roomba. I've got nice little hopper jets and a big set of speakers. I think last episode I blew out some eardrums. Sorry, it will happen again though. Yeah, I've got a little Uzi that can be used by me or my partner in crime or partner in music, whatever. Yeah, that's about it really.
Band partner.
And finally this week we have Bellry.
Yo, what's up? It's me, your boy, Bellry. I've decided this is what I'm doing now.
Are you going to tell me to hit the like button and subscribe?
Smash that like button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. And you know what? Subscribe, tell your family. Leave a comment down below. I am playing Tex. Technically, it's an aqua elf, but more realistically, it's a fish in a fishbowl on a robot body who has recently gained sentience and as such is trying to find himself out in these wastelands. And if he was to drive a car, he would probably drive a Howdy.
Why?
Ba-dum-bum.
Because like an Audi, but a Howdy.
Right.
Because he's also a cowboy.
Okay.
Very punny.
Yeah. Very funny.
I'm disappointed in you all. Except Susie. Susie at least gave a pity drum fill.
I gave you the cue.
Oh god. Right. Well, there's no John tonight, though he might come up later because he's in the middle of something. There's no Rolf because he's helping his dad with something tonight. So, without further ado, what happened last week? So, amongst you, tell us what happened last week.
Incident where we tried to change my water.
Beat up the first guy we met.
Started with coming out of the corporations and got grabbed by somebody. Half of the group decided that they were just randomly going to kill him.
It wasn't randomly, it was entirely intentionally going to kill
I
him.
am blaming it on my lack of knowledge of human anatomy.
I think I shot up a room.
I think the decision was random. Even if it
No,
was the actions
The guy
were
was
then-
suspect as shit. I didn't trust him.
I don't think there was a decision. I think there was just impulse.
Yeah.
No, I distinctly remember choosing to swing the shovel.
Anyway, we ended up talking to that person's boss, got sent to a warehouse that was a trap. We
It
managed
wasn't
to get out
that
of the
much
trap.
of a trap.
It was
because
totally a trap.
If it was a trap, it was a very badly put together trap because you had some hobos around barrels whose eardrums are exploded. I'm very sorry about that. It will happen again, I'm afraid. And then we went upstairs to a guy who literally decapitated himself with his own chainsaw. How is that a trap?
Okay, but
Because
also
we were
some
then
dude...
told to set something in that room on fire, and funnily enough, all the people who'd been downstairs had already got out.
I
Also-
blew their
Blows the
eardrums
fuck
out! I blew their eardrums out! Of course they ran off! They were quite
Also-
upset with me!
We also severed a guy's ear.
Oh,
And
yeah.
some dude
Yeah, that
got
was
my
the
armor.
first guy.
That's like...
That was
that's part
Bellery.
of it. I didn't sever it, I just wanted to listen in.
Yes,
And
and thereby severing it.
And after burning the warehouse from outside rather than inside, we found lots of the mechs had damage, so they found people with tools to then go and repair them, and then tried to kill all of them. And then the lab rat found a underground bunker place, and we all set up camp in there.
And then there was the water incident with Bellery.
And the doctor made like a fort of some type.
Yep, it's my lab.
Your lab where you sat eating crackers. Hoarding the water.
Yeah,
Much
what I do in my
scientific
lab is
research.
my business.
Well,
So, and last week ended with the voice from the disembodied ear telling you that they had much to talk about. They basically tell you that if you want this help that they're offering, you will help them basically secure the surrounding area from the rival gangs. And if you do this, then they will help you get your first steps towards getting back inside. So the first thing they tell you to do is that there's a small, nicely packaged parcel outside. They want you to take it to someone. Just hand it over to them and walk away. That's all you need to do.
which package? How did they get it?
What does it look like?
Who's this person?
All will be made clear in time. But
Ah.
they direct you to a small cupboard, which you open. There is a very bright pink wrapped present with a big bow on top.
I am going to pick it up and pass it to the good doctor and say, "Here, this present is for you."
Good doctor kind of looks at the friendly robot and lifts her hands, takes a step back, goes, no, I'm not touching that. It's yours
Aw.
now.
Why did you pick it up in the first place? I would have checked it for traps.
Is there a label on it?
Is there a label on it?
The label on it says "To Honeybunny."
Oh,
Can I
wow,
check
that
it
sounds,
and see if I can find any traps on it, please?
Sure, roll either awareness or electronics if you'd rather.
Gonna need to be awareness.
A natural 20, yes. You sort of check the parcel over, you hold it, you look it all over, can't seem to say anything, you hold it up to you and you do hear a very light ticking.
Oh no, it's got a timer in it.
I mean, for all we know, it could just be a clock.
I think we should throw it away.
Or deliver it on time.
Yeah, I feel like that's probably the best thing. I mean, if we's going to the car areas, we should probably, like, get a good reputation and stuff
We should probably get rid of it as quickly as possible then.
by delivering it.
before we leave, I suggest that anyone who has ears and may want them protected from loud noises grab some of the fluff from out of the mattresses that the good doctor is using as a pillow fort and makes them into earplugs of some kind. If you want to.
I like to think that Index is already half death, it doesn't matter.
Okay, fair enough then.
My problem ain't so much like my eardrums. I don't even, do like fish even have eardrums? I don't know. But like the resonant frequency of glass that you guys is already damaged by dropping it.
I'll try and avoid the resonant frequency of the water-filled glass bowl that your entire being is held by.
The bit of duct tape on the side of it.
Yeah. I would rather appreciate that. We got an address.
Since none of you actually know the area, you have no idea where the address is. Because
So have you got
street.
Google
guy
Maps
still there?
on my agent.
The guy on the ear is still there if you want to speak to him.
Do you have a
We've
look?
got
Can you give
Ear
us?
constantly with us.
Oh yeah. Oh, I thought he was in the room with us.
No, he's only talking to you via the ear.
Oh, okay. Do you know where we can get a map or something? We don't know where we are. We
What's
don't know
a
this
map?
area. Like,
Could one of our electronic friends hunt for and download directions?
Yeah, can I let you just like look up Google Maps on my agent?
I don't think Google Maps exists considering you're in a dystopic world, but you can but try.
Do you
satellite
really
feed?
think an apocalypse will stop Google?
No.
Perhaps the apocalypse is Google.
Dun dun dun.
Bum bum bum.
Probably electronics or just an intelligence roll.
I'm surprisingly smart. Aha.
25.
Damn.
You have managed to download a sort of primitive version of map technology. So you find out that your target is about maybe 3 miles away on foot.
Well, I guess we best hit the road, guys.
Yeah, that's the question though. Do we take the high road or the low road?
I mean, is there a high road or a low road on the map?
Rooftops?
How many roads are there?
You can go one direction, which looks like there's some sort of primitive roadblock halfway along, or there's a longer version which does stray into 2 or 3 gang territories.
The doctor's gonna slide over to Lottie and give a little tug on her sleeve and be like, just between you and me, I ain't very good at jumping.
Don't worry. I'm sure if the needs come, we can throw someone.
I don't think the fish will be very good at jumping either. Doesn't have a lid, this concerns me.
That's his problem.
I mean, I got a hat.
It's waterproof hat. Just keep the water in.
I mean, it's
How
perfect.
quietly is Dr. Stein talking as well?
I don't think Dr. Stein really understands whispering.
She's
Although
like
the
stage whispering.
Although the whispering voice comes out, the tone any lower.
Yeah.
If anything, it gets louder and more pronounced.
No, not so much, but just like the really kind of loud stage whisper. Because she's short, right? So she thinks she needs to shout a little bit because
Well,
other people are taller. But she's trying to
Based-
keep it quiet, but not very successful.
based on the fact that this package may be some sort of like explosive with like a timer, I kind of suggest that we would take the shorter road.
Can I compare the sound coming out of the box to anything that I have in my data banks? See if I can recognize it as being a specific type of ticking instead of just generic ticking.
For your music.
Yay! I like music. Oh my god.
Natural 20. You recognize
Nice.
it immediately as some kind of metronome.
Ooh! I like metronomes. They're very useful.
I
Keep you
think
in
it's
time,
roll
see?
d20 for next time.
Oh, you're right. My mistake.
Wow. Okay.
Does that mean that that just
That
always
means
rolls
you
20?
Told it to roll you 20. Yeah.
Nice.
What's nine?
Okay, let's try that again. Actually, we already know. No, we'll pretend we
Yeah,
don't.
it does actually always roll a 20 if you do that.
Yes.
Okay.
It
Now
does.
onto your
That's what you
schemes.
ask it to do.
Oops. So let's pretend we know it's a metronome and put D in there.
That's what she said. Ha ha ha.
Natural 1. You start going, I wonder if we tilt it if the metronome will continue, and as you tilt it, the ticking suddenly stops.
Oh.
Throw it, throw
Lottie
it, throw
runs.
it.
Ducks behind something. Nope. Grabs the doctor. Come on.
Doctor's
Shall
in
we
her
get
fort.
outside at least?
I'm just gonna stand here and just hold it, looking around, slightly bemused.
Can I like slap it out with your little grasper and be like, run,
I don't have legs, but I can try.
Yes.
float,
Float, yeah.
float
I'll
away.
float. I'm gonna float away.
Okay, so you've smacked the parcel, and its parcel is now sitting on the ground making no noise at all, and you were all hiding behind like bits of wall and/or bedding, looking at it. What do you want
Mattress
to
fort.
Irwaz is going to walk over, pick up the parcel, and take it outside. Because inside, if it is something that's going to explode, it doesn't really matter what we hide behind. The shockwaves are going to kill us.
Thank you for your sacrifice.
Irwaz looks back at the rest of the group in, frankly, a mix of horror and unimpressedness.
It's our first day!
In my defense, I am a rat.
And I've been like singing for like 2 weeks, so like...
I don't want to get blown up.
I can go with you if you want, but it only takes one to carry a box.
Okay, well, if you can give me the directions.
Go, Barry.
Yeah, like, I'll just throw the agent. There you go.
Alright, what are you gonna do?
Sort of how long has passed
Sorry,
since
throw
the
them,
box
throw
was
them.
dropped? And
Since the box was tilted and then dropped, it's been about 5 minutes now.
Oh.
Okay, I'll
And it hasn't
cautiously follow
exploded.
behind.
Yeah.
Tempted to open it.
Okay. Irwaz sets off via the shortest route to go and deliver this damn thing.
Okay.
I mean,
Which one's the short route?
The short route's the one with the roadblock.
Ah, yes.
I kind of feel like we should follow, like... If nothing else, our, like, reputation as couriers is on the line.
Well, Lottie and the doctor are already going.
I'd like to point out, just to text, that if it is going to explode, the shockwave almost certainly break your glass thing, so be real careful and get ready to duck and dive.
I mean, ducking and diving ain't so good when you're
You
like...
don't have a lid.
magnesium could spill out.
It's
I'll
manky
try.
water anyway, it needs a change.
No, we cleaned it.
It got changed yesterday.
Yeah,
He's been in it since.
it was a great
Alright.
trial, but we
Alright,
changed the
fine.
water.
Is everyone following this potential bomb then, I take it?
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
I'll
if
duck
anyone
behind
doesn't... Yeah.
They're gonna get left behind.
Yeah, no, I was going to say if anybody didn't follow, they would be getting locked in because as they go, I assume we leave through a hatch, the doctor would make sure to like lock it again and like hide it the way it was hidden before.
Ah. That's brain thinking, that is.
Mm-hmm.
I see now why you're a doctor.
Plus years and years and years of study. Would you like to read my dissertation?
No. I'm good. I'm good.
What's
I'm
your
more of a listening
dissertation on?
person.
Well, you see, it's on about the longevity of cells and the reanimation of dead flesh.
So necromancer.
So
No.
Frankenstein.
Yes.
So my name is Dr. Francis Stein.
Yes. You are.
Dr. Stein.
You are the necromancer. The one. The
The original. The OG.
I'm just a doctor trying to prove a theory.
All right.
You're the one who made my life possible. Thank you.
Would you be able to extend the life of rats? I'm 2 years old already.
Oh my
That's
God,
very
no.
old.
Oh,
I like
no.
to think I'm a bit of a
No.
spinster rat.
It is good that you have this robot to float on. Save your energy.
Oh my god,
Dr.
does he have
Stein
a
is
little
adopted.
rocking chair?
I could make
Just going a bit
someone.
grey round the muzzle. So I'm already a white rat, so would that even show up?
A little bit, maybe.
I was tempted to Google salt and pepper rat, but I don't think I'd get what I was looking for.
Probably wouldn't know. Right, so you all make your way. You're walking down this sort of very strange street, but most of the buildings look either hastily repaired or like they've been burned out recently. And at the end of the street, you notice quite a large, heavily fortified barricade leading across with a telegraph pole's been cut down to use as a barricade going across, and several grumpy-looking guards are standing around it, holding light automatic weaponry. What would you like to do?
Howdy there, partner. Nice day for a stroll, eh?
Who are you?
Name's Tex. I'm a courier. We here to deliver a package.
Have you got the
package,
paperwork
yeah,
to
it's
get
right
through?
here. Oh, paperwork? Yeah, sure, but like, I can see y'all busy. Like, we'll just let you get on and be on our way.
Oh, alright then. And he just stands looking at you really confused.
Can I tip my hat to charm him?
Roll etiquette.
Oh, don't know. I thought I had points in etiquette, but I don't.
Looks like just rolling a normal 20 then.
Shit.
Natural 1. As you both take your hat off and bow forward, he goes for his gun, immediately thinking you're trying to fire at him. He holds it up and says, put it down! Put it down!
Y'all mean my hat? I kinda needed to keep the water in.
No, the grenade and the glass thing.
No, that's me. That's just me. I'm a fish.
You hear the sound of him like snapping his gun, and he holds the thing like shakily at your head. He says, put the grenade down!
Can I shoot the gun out of his hand?
Yep. Roll add your handgun score. Yep. You shoot him through the hand, he immediately drops his gun and shouts, Intruders! Intruders! And the 3 guards behind him all seem to take up position ready to shoot you.
Dear me. Why did you have to go and start violence?
I mean, I ain't taking the blame for this one.
I wasn't
sure I-
blaming you.
Are
I
you
look
sure
down
I
at
got
the guard that I shot and go, if you can't tell the difference, if you can't actually tell what a grenade is, what use are you?
Oh, damn.
He sort of backs up with one arm pouring blood, and he's getting paler by the second.
Come here, I'll patch that up for you.
Yeah, this is all just a wild misunderstanding, boys.
I'm gonna start playing some relaxing music as soon as I can.
All 3 guards are sort of frantically like moving, holding their guns pointed towards Airwaz, and then between all of you, I'm not sure which to aim at first. And
I would like
put
to...
them down! Put them down! Put the grenade down!
There isn't a grenade. It's a fish.
He is a fish in a fishbowl on a robot body.
Look, and I point to my neck. You see these? These things are called gills. That's how we breathe underwater. Grenades don't have gills, but he does. Now come here, and I'll bandage up your hand. When I pull out my first aid kit.
The one on the ground backs away from you again and goes, No, there's something in the glass thing with him. It's a grenade.
Y'all mean my tiny little castle?
There's
That's
a
just my tiny
shell.
little castle.
There's a castle and there's a shell.
Are we certain he's talking about Tex here?
No, I'm not sure he's certain what he's talking about.
I would like to hide.
Sure.
I'd like to fold my arms and just like stare intimidatingly.
I'm going to put on some smooth jazz.
Okay.
Trying to ease the tension.
Oh, yes, of course. Nothing eases tension like smooth jazz.
Now, I have no skills in stealth, so what do you want me to roll for hiding?
Roll your intelligence. Yep, you managed to find a sort of small pile of debris at the side of the road that you decide to hide behind. Now let's see, are the guards backing down? Nope, the guards are not backing down. Finally getting more frantic at Tex to give up the grenade.
Like, grenades don't swim.
Can we just like
And can I
push
just swim
Valerie
around?
away from them?
Can I just like swim around in my bowl to demonstrate that grenades don't swim?
They believe you're going for the pin.
Oh,
Give
for the
say
love
this
of-
is your last warning.
Oh, right.
Get Valerie out of there.
Okay.
Erwaz walks over, pulls off the cowboy hat, lifts the bowl off and goes, right, which bit do you think is the grenade? Point at it.
The guy on the ground screams open fire.
Fuck's sake.
I am going.
The guards at the front bolt for a second and like sort of freeze and don't do anything. You have one turn before they react.
Well, we just run through.
Yeah, I think
If you guys run through, I'm going to blast out as much sound as I can and see if I can't perhaps shock them enough for you guys to all make your getaways.
Can I also pick up the rat and the good doctor on my way?
You can, yes.
Just floating around on
The
Tam.
doctor's hiding.
Oh, you're hiding. Oh well, I'll
Yeah.
just pick up the rat
I
then.
just ride on Tam the whole way. Like, I can't get around any other way.
Right, quick question, Berry. Does Tex work without the fishbowl on?
No, I can't talk either.
No! Oh no!
I will have to put him back on the suit.
Okay.
Fair enough. So, in
start-
our single round of actions,
Single round of action. We'll start at the top. So what's the doctor doing?
Is anyone shouting out "run" or something before this all happens, or am I just going first because she's going to be hiding until?
You're just going first because you're being top of the initiative, just being
Okay.
in order.
Okay, I'm just going to continue to hide.
Okay. It's then Index.
I'm probably going to be like crouched behind the Uzi, ready to fire if I have to, but don't want to. That kind of thing. I can't run.
Okay. It's now Irwaz.
Urbaz will quickly spin round, put Tex back on the suit, and plonk the hat on top.
Okay.
Much obliged.
If I have time, I would really like to start moving
Okay. Well, where do you want to start move to?
directly towards them. I get a feeling that's going to scare them more than anything else.
Okay. It's now Lottie.
Lottie's just gonna ready her rifle and point it straight at their head.
Okay.
And move.
Are you going to fire or are you just going to...
No, I'm gonna have it ready. It's loaded and everything, but it's just ready,
Okay.
aimed.
Then it's Tam Tam.
It's not murder if you don't shoot first, right?
Yeah, self-defense.
I didn't shoot first though.
I'm gonna set my little dial to 11 and let loose.
Okay, what are you playing this time?
Ooh!
I thought you were saying you were playing Footloose for a second. I was just like...
Oh my god. Yeah.
No.
I'm gonna play
Footloose.
Footloose.
Footloose at 11.
Hell yeah!
Alright, let's see the effect it has on these 4 guard. 3 of them are completely stunned by it. 1 of them is unfazed and has a reaction shot.
Uh-oh.
15 hits you.
Oh crap.
So you've been shot once, taking 4 damage.
Where?
You've got a big dent in one of your sides now.
Big dent in one of my sides. Does it matter which side, or...?
You choose which side, doesn't really matter for much else.
I
I can fix it later.
Okay. We'll examine it later. But at least I've incapacitated 3 of them. We could probably start running now.
It's now Tex.
I'm torn between huffing it or reaching into my bowl and throwing the shell at them.
What are you going to do, Barry?
Based off the reaction, I'm going to reach into my bowl, hopefully not spilling too much water, and throw the shell to them.
Roll your dexterity.
I'm not terribly dexterous, I'll be honest.
You reach in, you grab the castle.
Wait, does that mean there was a chance I could grab myself and throw that?
Yes.
That would have been a 1, I imagine.
Yes. What did you want to
Wait.
do with the castle?
I mean, I'm just going to go through with it because, like, I feel like, you know, you just do something and you panic and you just go for it. So I guess in the same motion, I'll be throwing the castle.
Okay, roll. If you've got any points in heavy, you can add to it. Otherwise, it's a natural roll.
I did not.
You throw the castle. The castle goes over the top, and all of them scream grenade. Despite the blaring Footloose, they immediately think it's the grenade and charge over the barrier, landing on the ground expecting an explosion. So all of them are lying prone on the floor now, clutching the back of their heads.
Leg it.
It's now the doctor.
Sorry, I'm eating a biscuit.
That's fine.
Just in
Very-
the middle of a firefight with grenades.
Very in character.
It is. It's probably one of the crackers.
Yeah, just in having a munch. She'll peek out from behind and see what's going on with everybody else and what they're doing, and watch the fish ineffectively throw or maybe effectively throw his little castle.
I'd say it was quite effective.
And then she'll eat a cracker.
Alright, okay. So it's now Index.
So I'm torn. Do I open fire or do I just start slamming the top of Tam Tam really hard and screaming, "Run!"
Only you know the answer to that.
Probably the latter one. I'm probably just like slapping and freaking out.
Okay, boss.
Alright, it's now Irwaz.
Be honest, at this point, I think we just like keep going forward and leave. I don't think they're going to mind once we're heading away from them.
Alright, so you're just going to jump over the barrier?
Pretty much.
Alright, okay. It's now Lottie.
Lottie's gonna follow after, but keeping her rifle located on them. Just like making sure they're not getting up
They're
too
all
soon.
lying on the floor prone with their hands over their heads. They've dropped
Yeah.
their guns as well, so you can pick their guns up if you want them.
Oh hell yeah, I'm taking an extra gun then.
Okay. So
Yonk.
there's a machine gun lying on the floor in front of the guy that you shot the hand of, and there's 2 SMGs and a rifle lying like scattered between where they are lying now and where they were lying before.
I will take an SMG.
Okay. It's now Tam Tam.
I'm gonna blast thrusters forwards. Forwards? I guess I'm facing forwards. And try and get over the barrier and moving as fast as possible. Because I've just got dinged. That was my favourite speaker. The little woofer at the bottom. Sad
Okay.
now.
So you fly over the top of the barrier. It's now Tex.
I mean, I would like to also go over the barrier and sort of walk to where the prone is. Like, yo, can I get my castle back?
You notice
Just
your
pick
castle-
it up as we go
Your
past.
castle is
Yeah.
lying
Well,
in
pretty much.
a small puddle on the other side of the barrier.
So I'm going to grab it, but I'm not going to put it back in my bowl yet. I'm going to give it a wash first at the most convenient time.
Okay. So you're all over the barrier. Are you still blasting the music out, Tam Tam?
No. I've reduced it down 8, maybe 7, which is very loud talking / shouting levels.
I would say once the doctor's gotten over the barrier, she would, if there's the time, pause and tie all the guards' shoelaces together, and then
Okay.
follow on.
Roll me a d20.
8.
Alright. You tie their shoelaces together, and you notice that one of them has a grenade on their belt. So you grab it and innocently climb over the barrier and walk forward, and then you realise, nah, it's not a grenade, it's a rock. You throw it over your shoulder. There's a massive bang. And flims start raining down around you.
Oops.
I like
So-
the cast for this season.
Okay,
So-
I'll just nonchalantly carry on like I did nothing. Put my hands in my pockets.
So yes, the barricade is now over. You're free to carry on if you want.
Do you think people, when they end up out here, get more stupid?
I mean, my intelligence is like 6 for some reason, so I'm going to say I'm pretty smart.
No, I didn't mean us. I meant more... Well, I suppose the smartest ones will probably find a way to get back in fairly quickly. We have a lot of searching to do.
So who's been carrying the parcel all this time?
I have.
Right, okay.
Is it making any noise?
Nope. Completely silent.
I think we broke it.
If it's a bomb, that's probably for the best.
So you continue along the road. Eventually you come to a corner and you see halfway along area of street you notice what looks like some sort of soup kitchen. And at the front of the soup kitchen you notice a sign that says Mistress Honeybunny available for 10 shells a night.
Shells?
Tax, you might
found
be in
that
there.
always next water source. You can't make soup without water. And if it's got to be in soup, it's got to be fairly clean.
Yeah, I can wash my face.
Oh yeah.
Is there a door?
There's more sort of curtain in the door.
I'm gonna knock on the outside, like the door frame round the curtain with my shovel.
I thought you were going to say knock on the curtain.
No.
That would be ridiculous.
Exactly. Shovel would just go right through it.
Would Tam Tam just do like a knocking sound through speakers?
I can. Do you want me to? I can very
It's
easily.
just a thought that popped into my head.
As long as you're not one of those fuckers that go knock knock when they try and enter somewhere.
No. I've got all kinds of doorbell sounds in my registry if you need them at any point. You know, future reference.
Fair enough.
You have one that's like a really elaborate chime, like the really obnoxious one.
There's one up called Ben Big that I've never really understood of. It's very loud and clangy, though. Not sure where it's from. Found it off an old computer.
Dr. Stein will just reach up with their shovel and knock again.
Alright. You knock next to the curtain and you hear a very tired voice going, "Come in."
We have a parcel that's addressed to you.
What, to me?
I mean, I'm assuming you's Ms
you
Honeybunny.
Oh no, she's upstairs.
Oh, okay. I'm very sorry to have interrupted you.
No, you gotta wait.
Can you, like,
Oh.
sign for it or something?
I don't speak sign.
I mean, like, scribble your name on a piece of paper for us so we can be like, yeah, we delivered it.
No, I don't write my name anywhere.
Yes, very sorry to have interrupted you. And then I walked back out through the curtain. You hear the sound of someone wiping their nose in their sleeve, really sort of style, and goes,
It's alright.
You should wash your hands.
I didn't touch my hands.
Oh, good.
You.
I ain't
Wash your
got-
clothes.
I even got sinuses, but this is making me feel uncomfortable. I'm assuming fish don't have sinuses.
They do have noses.
But do they have sinuses?
Probably not in the same way humans do, because we have it so when we breathe in, it warms the air before it goes into our lungs. So they probably don't have.
That's my thought, because obviously, yeah, they don't breathe.
They do breathe, just not air.
No, but you know what I mean.
They have a nasal
Yeah.
cavity,
Do
apparently,
they?
according to the internet.
It wouldn't
Yes.
surprise me. I mean,
Which-
fish skulls are weird.
Yeah. It's to do with smelling stuff through the water rather than the same way we have sinuses for air.
Mm-hmm.
They have a nasal cavity, according to
Well, yeah, because
something.
great whites smell blood, don't they?
Yeah.
Fish.
That's how they
apparently
track.
not sneeze, apparently, according to Google.
I mean, yeah, they don't have lungs.
Okay, so while this conversation is going on, I'm going to grab the parcel and float up. I'm not sure how high my hover jets make me go, but I'm going to try and fly up as high as I can so I can be outside whatever the building... Is it a shack or an old
It's a
building?
sort of burnt out looking building. You fly up to the top floor, you notice that there's a very filthy coloured curtain covering the window. And inside you can see the basic shapes of about two figures moving back and forth.
I'm going to play a jingle that I found some years ago. It's a bit garbled and a bit, distorted, but it works as a pleasant sort of jingle. And
Is it the
I
ice
say,
cream van?
Potentially.
Play Barry
Have a
White.
name. It did not have a name. It was just an unnamed music file, but it's a nice jingle, And so I play it and say, special delivery through the window with my speakers on probably 4 or 5, sort of a loud talking, but not quite shouting.
You notice the figures sort of slow down and you hear one of the figures go, No, that wasn't me. Speed back up, bitch.
I'm going to repeat the chime and say, you have a package. Am I speaking to Mrs. Honeybuns?
And you hear, Oh, for fuck's sake. And you notice one of the figures sort of push the other one off, and the curtain pulls back, and a very bizarre-looking naked man with a very grizzled beard is like looking at you, going, "What is it?"
Mrs. Honeybuns, I have a gift for you.
He's got
And
a
I
box
extend
for
my
you.
arm. I extend my little grabber arm with the present to this person.
You'll leave it downstairs.
All right then, I'll leave
We
it. by
tried to, but your person downstairs didn't want it.
That's not my person. I'm only here for the haul.
There was a person downstairs.
Well, that's okay. We can just leave it by the door and say we've delivered it to Mrs. Honeybuns.
Yeah, all right. Now fuck
Okay.
off. He pulls the curtain back over.
Fair enough. Now I'm going to float back down and say, all right, there you know, the package is here. We're just going to leave it just inside the door to everyone else.
Did y'all get Ms Honeybuns to sign the receipt?
What receipt?
I mean, we've got to have a receipt to prove the Wiz delivered it.
Really?
He has a point.
You can sign for her if you like.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that. That'd be fraud.
I'm not sure the boss cares, to be honest.
I don't think they'll mind.
All right, well, I'm going to
delivered
just... We have delivered it. They didn't say we had to bring back proof that we delivered it. So I'm going to push the box just inside the curtain, and slightly behind like the door frame, and say, "This box
What
is
are you
for
doing there?
This box is for Mrs. Honeybuns. I just talked to her, and she said that she would like it to be left in here."
What? Oh, all right. Well, we'll leave it on the table.
Excellent. Thank you very much. I'm going to pick it up, put it on the table.
Okay. As you fly in and put it on the table, you notice a very large soot cauldron next to you, which seems to emit a very bizarre smell from it. And you finally see the guy who looks like another oldish man wearing an eye patch and a very, let's call it stained covered, like long johns. He seems to be sitting at a table at the back, sniffing to himself, going, "You're not joining the queue?"
No, just here to deliver the package.
Well, I've got a package.
That's very
Different
nice.
one, I take it.
Do you need it delivered somewhere?
Well, a bit personal.
Well, if you ever
so
need any
innocent.
packages delivered, we will happily oblige.
Have you got any of them little pills, the little blue one? Could do with one of them.
Can I hear him say something about pills?
Yes.
Can I pop my head in with interest? Blue pills?
Yeah, the diamondy ones.
No, but do tell me about these pills.
Well, they make you,
Engorged?
Ooh, it's a good way of putting it. I wouldn't have thought of using that word.
Oh, what are those pills? Oh, I'm not interested in one of those pills.
While all
But
this is
say I
going
wanted
on,
to acquire some pills.
Well, there's a chemist, say chemist, it's really Dennis with his coat, but he's down that alleyway over there.
Dennis. Marvellous. He's down that
Small
alley over
man,
there.
big coat.
Okay. Is that all he's wearing?
Oh, I suppose if you ask him nicely, it can be, yeah.
And he has pills.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent. Rubs
Red
her.
ones, green ones, blue ones, pink one.
Does he have powders?
The snorty ones, yeah, he's got some of them.
What about the cookie ones?
Oh, the cookie ones. Oh, not had cookies in a long time. I remember when I had cookies. A long time ago, that was.
No, I don't mean about those ones. I mean the ones you cook up.
Oh, you mean the... Oh, no, I don't think he touches that.
Good to know. Smashing. Marvellous. Thank you very much, Mr.
Yes?
You. Cheerio!
Bye-bye.
So what are you doing now?
while all that was going on, could I have used my little rat nose and sniffed the air to work out what was in that?
And that.
You said there was a cauldron of soup
Oh,
or
right.
something.
It definitely smells like something's been heated through hot water, but it doesn't smell like food. It smells like that kind of cheap imitation food.
Yep, nope, not going near that.
There is a ladle as well if you want to steal it.
Does anyone want a ladle?
I mean, I've already got my hand full, as it were.
I'll take the ladle. It will make dealing with text much easier.
That's pretty much what I was gonna say.
Yes, but there's not much point in you having it.
That's a fair point.
You'd probably scoop yourself out the water and fling it somewhere.
I mean, I suppose I couldn't actually throw myself out because as soon as the fish leaves the fishbowl, or the fishbowl leaves the robot, then I can't move, so I'd just be sat there holding myself above the water.
It'd be a horrible way to die, wouldn't it, Barry?
It would terribly close to life-giving water, but not quite close enough.
Yeah, let's not have you suffocate yourself.
But at least it means I can't eat myself across the room. Also, a term the kids would say.
Why do you care what
That
the
is
kids say,
good,
Barry?
but I'm going to take the ladle anyway.
It just amuses me to be like the old man who's ironically says the things that the kids say.
That's usually what people do when they've got kids, Barry.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't want kids, so I'll make do now.
Okay.
He has his models.
Anyway, what are you going to do now?
Head back, I suppose.
Yeah,
Well,
she
but we still
leave.
have the air, right? What if we're halfway to our next destination?
I mean, I'm going to say we get a little bit away from the, and I use the term very loosely, building before we contact Mr. Earman.
The doctor's going to suggest we go down that alley over there.
Can we call the person who we don't know who is Mr. E? Because he's the ear man, but also it's a mystery who he is.
I mean, you can call him whatever you damn well please, son.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't going to stop you.
I mean, we could call him Charlie as well.
Like I said, you call him whatever you want.
So what are you gonna do?
Apparently we're going to go into a back alley with this shady doctor.
Yeah, I'm going to go looking for Dennis.
Alright. So you walk into the dark alley and at the end you see what looks like a sort of heap of clothes. What do you want to do?
Go over
So-
and poke it with my shovel.
Say hello, Dennis. We'd like to buy some pills.
You walk over and you go,
What do you want?
Drugs!
Oh, some
What you
shells
got?
for me?
Maybe. Show me what you've got.
He stands up and he shoves his hands in his pockets and sort of spreads his cloak out like a butterfly, and he's got about 50 little packets stuck and stapled to the inside of his jacket.
Excellent. What do they all do?
Oh, I don't know, really. I just sort of found them and put them in bags.
Okay. And then she's going to hit him with her shovel.
Roll.
Just straight up murder.
Yep. That's melee, isn't
Add your melee or add your strength.
23.
You crack him over the head, he collapses in a pool of blood, unconscious.
Now I'm going to take all his drugs.
You
And his
just use his
shells.
coat.
Yeah. I'll just... If everything's in his coat, yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
going to take his whole coat.
Okay.
Lloyd's just gonna walk in and look impressed and go, right, nice. Let's have a look through his stuff.
So you now have a coat.
Nice work, Doc.
A coat full of little baggies full of different coloured pills.
So good. Okay.
You might want to find out what these do first before we
Oh, I intend to.
take any of them.
Do you want to try one?
Not right now. After you've tested it, maybe.
If you find one that makes rats live longer, let me know.
Definitely.
Any of
You might
guys
need to
got
try
like-
some.
I have a lifespan of 3 years.
Any of you guys got some like blue paint? I'm thinking we can sell something to that guy over there.
Are there any, like, clothes or things dossing about? Lottie wants a really big hoodie so she can,
the only
like,
thing
hide her
that
ears.
Dennis had on was a vest, some really stained boxer shorts, and his jacket, and you seem to have stolen his jacket.
You could have his jacket if I could have all his
No,
drugs.
no, I want a hood. I really want a hood.
I'd like to point out, before we visit the guy across the road, that if we let him know that we've just killed his blue pill man in cold blood, he's probably going to be a little bit upset with us.
So we don't tell him.
Yeah, we don't tell him that. We just say, hey.
Look, we've got those blue pills you wanted.
I'm sure there's lots of people
Is-
you can get drugs off of here.
Is
Okay.
there any blue pill ones like he described?
You go digging through. After a while, you find 3 different types of blue-coloured pills. One is sort of circular, one is square-shaped, and one is a diamond.
Ah,
Okay.
the diamond one's just the one he mentioned, wasn't it?
Yeah. Okay, so how much do we sell drugs for?
How much did we buy them? Oh, wait, no, we killed the guy.
Maybe we could have got a price for.
I'll remember that for
well.
next time.
You can always offer 1 and see what that gets you.
Random idea, guys. Why don't we bring it back and then say we'll give you the pack of diamond blue drugs if you make sure that package gets to the person we need to get?
Ooh, that's nice.
I'm not in the realm of charity, you see.
Not charity. Can we talk to Mr. E before anything else happens? Just so we know if he knows.
Yeah, what's the going
Yes.
rate of like little blue diamond pills?
Yeah, he might know that too.
I throw the ear over to the doctor.
She doesn't. She totally fails to catch it.
Lands in a puddle.
Oh, don't drop the ear. You don't know where the floor's been.
But my hands are full of drugs.
Yeah, but now you can find out how much they should sell for.
Okay. So she'll pick up the ear and give it a shake. Is it there like a speed dial button?
Just talk into it.
Hey, mister.
What? What? What's going on?
So, couple of questions. Ms Honeybunny's busy, so we can't give her the thing directly. So we've left it downstairs
Oh,
with
so
the
it's
weird
in
man.
the building now.
Yeah.
All right, one second.
No, wait. I have another question. So, the going rate for little blue pills that are shaped like diamonds, what's that, roughly?
Go and speak to Dennis, he's my dealer.
Well, you see, there's a problem with that.
What?
Dennis ain't here.
What do you mean
He's in the
Dennis ain't
building.
here?
He's in the building with Mrs. Honeybunny.
Dennis is in the building with Ms Honeybunny now.
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And you hear sort of rustling in the background, then you hear... And then there's a massive explosion.
That'll teach the bastard. Right. I need you to go and acquire Dennis's stores.
Oh,
His doors being...
Well, he lived out of a trailer round the corner. If I don't take his stuff now, someone will come pinch it.
Oh, that.
Sure.
we can do
sounds
that.
difficult.
I am curious what the planned story was for this episode, because I don't think it was this.
Oh dear.
When has that ever stopped us?
Right, well, I guess break in, help yourself to anything, just to make sure you acquire his store. It's in a safe. Just, imagine you can break into a safe. Just, bring all the shells back. That's all I ask. The rest of the stuff is yours if you want it.
Shells, as in seashells?
Well, yes, what else is there?
I mean, like
Currency.
tortoises have shells.
Yes.
Tex, you're rich.
Snails have shells.
Yeah. Keep a hold of that.
Right, let's go find this trailer.
I'm going to suggest we drag that body over by the blown up building and maybe like set it on fire.
Yeah, do that.
That's a good
Yes, I
plan.
recommend.
That's a very good plan.
Okay.
Also take off his clothes so it actually looks like he was having his way with Mrs. Honeyward.
Take his boots,
Yeah.
take his boots.
Yeah, take his boots. Are his boots any good?
Okay, who's gonna drag him over?
He's got simplistic pair of very worn boots. They're probably, like, better than if you've got crap boots, but, yeah.
I'll
Who's
drag
the
him
strongest
over.
of us?
Yeah,
I'll give you a hand.
I'm only like 3 strong. So
Same.
if anyone's got,
The
like,
Doc
4
and I'll
miles-
do it.
The doc is 6 strong, so strong.
Yes.
So she'll...
As you start
know-
dragging the body towards, you notice that quite a lot of people are standing outside the burning building looking at it quite confused as to what's going on.
Is it the same building?
It's the
Are
same
we
building you
absolutely
were just
sure?
in, yeah.
Okay, just checking, just in
It's-
case.
It's been basically, like, exploded to rubble.
Oh my
How
god,
did
okay.
we...
Shall we just like place him on some rubble and then like put dust all over him and just like it?
We'll just say, yeah.
Just dump the body and go to the trailer.
Yeah, if anybody looks at us, be like, he fell out the window and landed over there.
Yeah.
We figured he
Poor
might want
guy.
to go back before, one last time.
Also, isn't he not like... Isn't he still alive? I thought you just knocked him out.
Oh, he's well
Oh, she
dead.
killed him.
Oh, that's alright then.
I cracked him through the head with a shovel, he's well dead.
Does it...
Oh, Tex, you are adorable.
So, are we setting him on fire or we're just leaving him?
No, we're just leaving him. We're coming back.
Yeah, we just like dragged him sort of
A lot
over
of folk
vaguely
are really
towards.
confused why you've just brought this body over, and then one of them kind of gets a sort of like, and then he runs off, and about a couple of minutes later you see him also dragging a body over.
Hey guys, we've started a trend. Look at us.
You guys take this opportunity while you can.
Yeah, so let's go find this trailer. Do you think if we get a car, we could then have a trailer too?
Ah,
Maybe.
I
That's if it
mean,
works.
I will
Index like
only drive a Howdy. I don't know about you guys.
Oh god.
Boom.
it does mean that Index has a little bit more mobility, other than me. What do you think?
I bet we
I
can
mean-
rig up a system so the rat can drive a car.
Oh my god, yes, please.
I have full confidence in our ability to do that.
If a guppy can drive a robot, a rat can drive a car.
I mean, I want to
100%,
point out
totally.
you guys could only barely change my water. I ain't sure you guys are that good on the whole engineering front.
Excuse me.
Well, whoever designed you without a helmet.
Yeah, didn't even give me a
A
lid.
lid.
And I'd like sea drown because there'd been no air going into it.
That's why you get a filter.
So
You're the fish.
the bacteria in it, so it like gets the shit out of the water. That's what the filters are for.
Fine.
Exactly.
we can
Listen to the
deal with
lab,
that.
right?
I'm not saying an airtight lid. I'm just saying not a hole on the top for all the water to fall out. You can have a little hole. I mean, you're not a big fish. How much oxygen do you need?
You'd be surprised.
I mean,
Okay, so-
you're fishing, you didn't know whether or not you had sinuses.
Can we have this discussion en route to the trailer in case anyone else realizes that we've just dragged the owner of said trailer onto a burning pile of rubble and tries to get there first?
I mean, how
100%.
recognizable is he after he had his face caved in with?
And we took his coat.
Is the doctor not wearing his coat?
Oh, you can pretend to be him. Wait, no, hang on. Mr. E knows that we blew him up. Or rather,
No, I
he
mean-
knows he's dead.
She would have taken all the drugs out and put them in her pockets and probably try and persuaded Lottie to wear the coat.
Yeah, Lottie's not
It's
wearing
more
that
her
monkey
size.
I say put the coat back with him because I don't think he'd be seen without his coat, you know?
thing. Put it over
He
him.
might be in Mrs. Honeybun's
Cover our
establishment.
tracks. At least we're going to cover our tracks well.
All right, okay, I'll go put the coat back on him.
That's what I
She
said.
goes back.
As you-
Throws
that's
the
why-
coat
as
on the
As you're
corpse.
putting the coat back on him, the guy who dragged the other body over goes,
You're not leaving that, are you?
Well, it's too big for me.
Oh, fuck it, I'm having that then.
That's all right. Someone already took his boots. It's in yours.
Nice vest as well, I'm having that. And
rips the clothes off his corpse.
She sort of shrugs.
Alright, come on, Doc, let's go find this trailer.
it's a nice coat, this. I like it.
And you see him sort of standing around, and then you hear someone up there going,
Oi, Dennis.
and the guy in the coat turns round and goes, as you're leaving, you see him start running from a group of other people.
Fine.
Your own fault, mate.
Have we managed to find the trailer?
After about 5 minutes, you find a small trailer around the back alleyway. The door sort of hangs off really lightly, like it's never closed properly. As you open up inside, you see at least 3 or 4 people lying around on a bed, all pretty much naked.
Are they breathing?
Oh yeah, they're just passed out. They look like they're very high on something.
Is it bad that my first thought was to just like execution style?
Smack them with the shovel. Doof.
Shovels just...
No, I mean, either they're going to wake up and be so high that they're not going to be trouble, or they're not going to wake up.
Or they're on bath salts and they try and eat everyone who isn't a robot's face.
That
All right, I'll smack them with my
is
shovel.
plausible. I wouldn't have thought they'd be unconscious if they were in, face-eating mood, but, could be right.
I'm gonna start
Maybe
looting
we
the
should
place.
just like drag them back round to the pile.
I'm going to start looking around as well.
Alright. After you go inside, the inside trailer is a complete mess. It looks like it hasn't been cleaned since it arrived, maybe 50 years ago. It's had several owners since, and everything inside is basically covered in thick layers of filth. And the majority of the contents are just covered in stuff. You do find basic, like, scales and distillery kits.
You mean a chemistry set?
Yeah, basically.
I do think it's worth asking how many people can fit in this trailer at once.
Maybe about 4 of you. It's not that big.
Who is
You
in
can all
there?
hang around the door, your head in.
I'm half a person. It's cool.
I'm not even a tenth of a person.
Yeah.
You're pretty small.
Can I try and find the safe?
Yep. After a while looking, you find under the bed is a very large, flat-looking safe. It's about maybe a metre across. It seems to basically be bolted to the bottom of the bed and the floor.
Okay.
How do we open it then? Everyone got lockpicks.
Is it locked?
It
Is the
looks
first
like a
question.
combination safe.
Okay.
Combination safe. Ah, my time to shine. Alright. I'm going to need someone to turn it clockwise, then anti-clockwise, then clockwise again, and I'm going to listen very, very closely to the ticks that happen. Because when a combination safe cog is moved, when it hits the right place, there's a subtle click as the slot gets hit by the spring key. So I'm going to listen real carefully to someone. I don't know who else is in there.
Do you want me to?
Yeah, sure, why not?
My tiny rat hands have a use. I go and turn the
Ah,
cog
yeah.
very, very slowly.
Okay. So,
How do
let's
I do
see.
this?
As you listen, occasionally as you listen, the sound of the people passed out in the bed are snoring so loud you can't make out any noise.
Oh, god damn it. Right, Tex, execute.
I have a shovel.
Can we just smother them with pillows?
Yeah, that's probably quieter.
Probably easier.
How
I'm
many?
just gonna do that.
How many pillows? Do we have like 4 pillows?
You don't have many pillows of your own, no.
We can just do one at a time then.
So this safe is bolted to the floor?
Yep.
Can we just cut round the floor and take the safe with us?
You could do if you want, yes.
Would be easier
I mean-
to Actually, no, it's a safe. It's heavy.
I'm going to suggest there's a crowd of people dumping bodies back around there. Maybe walking around with a safe ain't the best idea.
You really think anyone cares out here?
Well, yeah, it's valuable.
I think people might be after the safe.
Can I go rooting around in all the sort of junk, looking to see whether or not he's written the combination down anywhere?
Yes.
Now that's thinking with brains.
Roll literacy. Actually,
dear.
no, roll numeracy.
Numeracy. Oh, it's the same.
You find a page that seems to have like 15 different numbers scrawled around it, and that's the only thing you can find with any numbers on it.
Okay, I bring it over and give it to the rat.
Which numbers are there, I guess?
15 different numbers varying between 0 and 80.
All 2 or 1 digits. That's interesting.
They all seem to be 2 digits, apart from 1, which is a 7.
Do you want me to try it?
Try 7.
I'll try 7.
They do, what's the word, pillow side these people.
I mean, I like to think that I'm in the process of.
Yeah, same actually.
It's every series we do, you kill me with pillows.
Quietly murdering people in the background.
Did I kill anyone with a pillow in the
Yes,
Karen,
you
you kill
did.
people with a pillow.
I mean, more bodies, right? They're not going to notice more bodies. There's a pile of bodies already over there, and people are piling more on. I can hear them. So
I mean-
I don't think a few more bodies is going to make much difference.
Could
I
we
ain't no
not
doctor.
just, like, hold a hand over their mouth and nose temporarily, and
Yeah,
that will make
until
the
they-
snoring quieter?
Or just drag
Yeah.
their unconscious bodies outside.
Yeah.
Like, hold a hand over their
Like, we
mouth and
don't
nose
actually
until
need
they
to
stop
kill them.
breathing.
No.
And if they
like,
do wake up, we can just like flick a pill at them and just let them go for it.
That's
I
true.
mean, I don't know about you all, but like, I ain't no doctor, but it's pretty obvious they all died of overdoses as I stand there with holding a pillow over some kind of
Lottie standing with a pillow, but she's not actually murdering anyone yet. She's just like looking at Tex
mean-
and just going and go.
The more people we kill, the more likely someone's going to want to kill us as revenge. We
That's
should
true.
just put them outside.
I mean, I feel like we're like in for a penny, in for a pound. I'm pretty desensitized to all this now.
But you also apparently don't have a sense of self-preservation. And I grab one of the people and start dragging them out the door.
Alright.
I mean, like I said, I've been sentient for like 2 weeks. I'm learning a lot of stuff right now.
That's fair.
Try 7.
I am trying 7.
Okay, you rotate it clockwise to 7, there is a satisfying click.
I heard
You're
that.
open.
I open the door with my little rat fingers as best I can.
Despite the fact most combination locks do require 3, 7 was the only number you needed for some reason, so yes, the door opens.
Wow. Wow. That's amazing.
I'm sure he didn't have the best memory. He couldn't remember that man in numbers.
Okay, can we get Tex to stop smothering the other person?
Yes.
I mean, fine. Like, it seemed a good
Yes.
idea at the time, is all I'm saying.
Are they dead?
They're not
Did you kill
dead,
someone,
they're
Tex?
just lying on the bed with Tex over the top of them holding a pillow in one hand looking really disappointed.
Lottie's just gonna tug him away. Come on.
I mean,
I know.
What's
it
in the
seemed
safe?
I
a
know.
good idea.
And the safe
I know.
is about maybe 30 different bottles, like quite large bottles, look like they contain some sort of pill contents, and you
Taking
see
them.
a massive bag of shells.
We can shove the shells in the storage compartment of Tam Tam, since then no one will notice when we're
As
walking
opposed
around.
to in the fish tank, you mean?
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
everyone will notice.
Yeah.
Okay, is
Yeah,
there
I
How
thought
a...
big is Tam Tam's storage, just out of interest?
I don't know. It can't be that big, right? I'm thinking like school backpack size, like secondary school backpack size, so not that big.
Okay.
If I had to give numbers to it, maybe like 40 by 20 by 30 centimeters.
Alright, that's fine.
It's
So
like
you're
a
just cramming all the shells into the backpack.
yeah. Do they all fit or?
Yep, they all fit in the backpack, so you've now got about
Phew.
30 bottles in front of you. What do you want to do with them? They're about litre-sized bottles.
Oh crap!
Of what though?
It's various pills in them.
On my way over here, did I see a shopping cart?
No.
Damn.
Do we have...
I can't
Do
fit
we
any
have
more into my
pocket?
thing.
I'm sure
Could
we've got
we
a rucksack.
put them in a
please.
pillowcase and then carry them in a pillowcase?
Yeah, there you go.
Mm.
Yeah,
Smart.
perfect.
They would take a couple of pillowcases, but yes, you could do that.
That's smart.
There you go then.
Didn't the good doctor... Oh, no, wait, we lost the coat. Okay, never mind. And by lost, I mean gave it to someone who then got beaten to death and burned.
Well, possibly. We don't know.
Hypothetically.
So now you have taken everything in the safe. Are you going to take anything else that's in the trailer?
I'm going to take the piece of paper with all the numbers on it.
Mm-hmm.
And was there any sort of recipes for cooking up drugs kicking around? No.
There doesn't seem to be any recipes. The only thing there seem to be is about 8 or 9 bottles of what looks to be some sort of very green-coloured homemade hooch.
Oh,
Ooh.
Are we taking
I'm
that?
having a bottle of that.
Ah, Tex, we've got some water for you.
Into the pillowcases with them.
I mean, I will level with you. Like, I ain't never seen no green water that were good.
Oh,
Can
okay.
Could I have a
like
hunt
Tex
for
to fall asleep, we can just pour booze into the bowl and be like, nighty night, Tex.
I thought we would just put a tea towel over him.
I mean, let's be honest. You have a whiskey flask which you pour in every so often, so it can't be that bad for you.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but that's like clean.
Clean whiskey, I suppose, yeah. As opposed to home brewed.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I see stuff floating in there.
Don't worry, it'll be very dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my concern. And I will also be very dead should you submerge me in it.
Alright, fair enough.
Can I search to try and find if there's anything like a bag or a bandolier or anything that will help me with carrying extra things?
You search the... Actually, can everyone do me an awareness and see if you'll find anything else?
That
Spice.
can't be right.
So, Index finds...
No, you rolled D30, Belry.
Oh, the D30
Nice.
worked out a lot better.
It did.
Index
Unbelievable.
finds a duffel bag containing a double-barreled shotgun.
Oh, crap.
Sweet.
Nice.
Lottie finds a small blunt that looks like it was an old carving knife. Erwaz finds a rough backpack. When opened, it contains lots of empty bottles.
Ooh.
The good doctor finds a small box of shotgun shells.
I would give them to the rat. Might want these.
Nice.
I love the idea of like a rat-sized rat with a shotgun
A double barrel shotgun.
and just going for miles backwards.
If you want,
be,
you
like,
can
bolted
like
stuff.
weld it to me or something.
Might have to.
Image of Tam Tam firing a shotgun and it just spinning him 360.
Probably would, let's be honest here. It probably would.
Tam Tam finds another small bag of shells.
More
and
shell. Can I put them in my storage compartment or is it full?
It's pretty full. And
crap.
Tex finds that they had a fish tank and he finds a small plant that would live in this fish tank.
Fantastic. In with the small plant.
You going to ask someone to install your small plant or are you just going to try and put it in
Gonna
yourself?
like drop it in.
Alright, okay. So, are you leaving the safe open? Are you leaving the body outside? What are you doing?
Yeah, just
Shall we
leaving it
burn
like
the
that.
place?
I say close the safe door so people don't like suspect anything.
Should we like burn down the trailer?
Nah, we can leave it.
No.
No one else will guess the 7 is the actual code.
Yeah, that's a
So they'll never
ridiculous
find out.
number.
Yeah.
No, it's
And
fine.
you've taken the paper as well. so-
Yeah.
The drugged up people are just going to be like, oh, well, you know, Dennis went over to Mrs. Honeybunny's and blew up, and so when we woke up, we were just, you know, where we were.
We were
And
wrong.
then they'll be asking, who will we buy our drugs from now?
It's fine. Let's just go back to our underground safe place.
Where do we need to deliver the stuff that we got out of the thing?
Oh,
Or is
Mr.
it
E
for
wants
us?
that, doesn't he?
Or
Yeah.
did he say you take that? I can't remember.
No, he
Said
just
go and
wanted-
retrieve it.
He wanted the shells. He said we could have everything else.
Ah. Alright then.
Fair. Well, that's just as well.
Unless-
I'm not sure we get any of
unless-
those pills back off the doctor.
Maybe he meant like the shotgun shells, and we's allowed to keep the money shells.
Oh, and maybe
I
seashells are
somehow don't
actually
think so.
just Dennis's like favorite thing, and no one else cares.
No.
Okay.
I mean, all I'm saying is
Okay.
that it was a rather ambiguous term to be using for like a currency.
We did ask if it was the money ones he meant, and he said yes.
Oh, did he?
And
Did we?
frankly, he has blown up at least one building. I still think he was trying to fucking kill us in that first warehouse. This is not someone I want to fuck over.
I mean, he did shoot off my arm. There was that.
So are we heading home? And
I think so, yeah.
We should get Mr. E on the blower and ask him where we're
Yeah.
supposed to take this.
No,
I
yeah, it's
think we should head back, like start heading back.
talk on the road, as it were.
Yeah, let's get away from here.
Yeah.
Alright. So you head away from the trailer. Are you going to do anything else, or are you just going to walk back to your underground abode?
I'm gonna look wistfully at the pillow and then leave it behind.
We're going to start moving and then talk to Mr. Lee.
Alright. Who's going to do the talking?
Who has etiquette points?
Nope.
No.
I've got 2.
I mean, I feel like Dr. Stan's been the one who's been doing most of the talking.
I have 3 in etiquette.
Go on,
Oh.
Doctor.
Somehow.
That should be Lottie then.
Yeah. Oh god.
How are you keeping this ear, by the way? Are you just like shoving it in a pocket, or...?
I feel like we haven't found anything to preserve it in, no.
Pretty sure Tex has been carrying it this whole time and just handing it around when it needs to be given to someone for talking.
It's just stuck to the side of my fishbowl.
You borrowed some duct tape when you were being fixed up. You're like, oh, whilst my tank is being fixed up, I can stick it to my tank.
So what do you want me to ask this guy?
Where we're supposed to take these shells?
Anything else?
Does he mean shotgun shells or seashells?
Smart.
Okay.
Thinking with brain.
Thinking with brains.
Maybe we should find like some vinegar to put one of them in one of them jars to keep the ear fresh.
Formaldehyde, perhaps. Doctor?
Yeah?
Got any formaldehyde in those pockets of yours?
Not looked yet.
I mean,
Need to go home, set it up, and check everything.
Fair
Could
enough.
probably put the ear in the green hooch bottles, though. I'm sure that would preserve it.
oh. What would that do to the agent inside the ear, though?
Let's just
Probably short circuit all the wiring.
I don't think that's going to work.
Maybe we should like.
Yes?
I mean, we could take the agent out the ear, but I was kind of getting the impression you guys were enjoying having the ear on it.
I mean, it's like a
I'd be happy
stylistic
with
We
photo
could put it
shoot,
in salt and then dry the ear out so it doesn't
Yeah.
rot away.
like
Oh,
jerky.
yeah.
We need to get salt then.
Well, I'm
Go
sure there's
to
gotta
this
be
or you
salt
can
and
do
salt.
it in really dry sand.
Well, if you all pee in a bucket, I can get salt from your pee.
I mean,
It'll take a wee while, but I can do it.
I'm gonna be real. I don't see me peeing in a bucket anytime soon.
Well, you don't count.
We don't have a bucket as well.
Maybe
Well,
like
I've got lots of empty bottles.
she kind of looks at the
Oh, we
thing.
do! We have lots of empty bottles, you're right.
maybe like next time you change my water, you could reserve it and then you could use it.
Ah.
Can I
Because I'm
also
a
ask the
level.
doctor? By the way, have you found anything to help you live longer? Like, not necromancy, but keep living.
Yes!
And it doesn't involve dying.
Not entirely.
That doesn't sound good.
It's a process.
Is any
Ongoing one.
in that process involve dying?
Maybe?
Transformation!
I sit there looking thoughtful.
Index, the new pumpkin.
Does it-
Would you like to be able to fly?
I mean, I already sort of can. And I kind of tap the side of Tam Tam.
Yeah, but by yourself.
Does
Not
it by any
really.
chance involve putting the rat's brain into a robot?
Not entirely.
What about into a person? Because Dennis's
Possibly?
fort is on fire at this point. The
I
rubble
would
has...
rather-
Oh, no,
Human.
Dennis's head's useless. I mashed it all in.
I'm
Yeah.
sure we'll find another.
Also-
code.
You know, so on that point, guys, I like the idea of suffocating people and aim for the trunk, because that's
Right. So you're going to aim for a beheading or possibly a throat-slitting motion as opposed to a beat their brain case in.
Yeah, we kind of want the brain stuff to be intact. That would be good.
Where are you carrying...
Anyone want a pill?
Where are you carrying this shotgun, by the way, Index?
I imagine I've just kind of tied it up with the string and then, like, put it on the side of you, and then it's just being dragged along the floor behind you.
What, like some just married cans.
Nice, yeah. With a shotgun.
I don't think
Oh my
I can
god,
do
I
anything
really hope
else.
it doesn't fire.
Yeah.
There's no bullets in it. I didn't put any of the bullets in it.
Oh, okay. Oh, my god.
Did you check it was empty?
I'll check now.
Yeah, please do.
Is the shotgun empty?
when you crack it, it's got 2 shots in it.
Oh, Christ.
Taking them out. I'm taking them out.
Jesus.
Taking
Well,
all of the
Back into
shells
the
out.
stockpile.
And as the global surveillance satellite moves out of range, we lose sight and sound, for now. Hopefully signal will return again soon. Until then, the cast of 2115 were Amy, Belry, Dragon, John, Rolf, Rowan, Susie, Tom and Nikolai. With music by Daniel Bostrom and artwork by John Moore. All tales and experiences within 2115 were created by Nikolai Popsky before being broken and reshaped by the cast into an eternal sense of hopeless dystopia. But if the threat of eternal dystopia looms in your future, comfort yourself with the finest icosahedrons in the land from dndice.co.uk, where the name Penance RPG at checkout will shave 10% off your order and make that fear lessen, at least for a while. Penance RPG exists only through the kind support of patrons and quiet sobbing into the void. If you would like to assist in the balance of support versus our crying hungrily in the fetal position, come to patreon.com/penancerpg and choose one of our epic rewards. We are eternally grateful for any support you could give. Farewell for now, and remember, smile! It might never happen!
You know what? We'll have the conversation starting next week, and we will end on that note.
What a cliffhanger.
So, does anyone have anything they wish to add before we stop?
But yeah, no, I like the idea of the episode of finishing with us just wandering, chatting about inane shit noisily down the street
Figuring out
as
how
parts
to-
of the city burn behind us.
Yeah, figuring out how to make an ear into jerky.
Yeah.
Just
Like,
like
early
the
episodes are
shotgun
good
rattling
for
behind.
like character development and character interactions anyway, so they kind of fit.
Yeah, they're finding their groove.
That's why I enjoyed Plummet so much, because I had a new character in there for the developing a character pretty much every 2 or 3 episodes.
Yep.
I think the longest was what was the longest? 7?
6 episodes, I think Human lasted.
Oh, 6.
Oh, that freaking.
It felt longer than that.
I will
Damn.
find out for next week and let you know, Barry.
Also, I like that every time there's been a doctor, it has been referred fairly quickly as the good doctor.
I'm a very good doctor.
After call, yeah.
With much the same inflection.
I am a doctor.
Please be careful when you bash the dent out, because my casing is precisely tuned to be a steel drum, and if you bash it out of shape, it will not sound like a steel drum anymore. So just please be careful when you're bashing it
I
out.
feel like that's a rule.
Oh God.
Can we just bash it until it makes the right sound?
Who's rolling? Oh,
I mean, considering I made the robot,
It should be you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Did
know
you
best how
tune
to
the
fix
Here's a
it.
tiny hammer.
I don't have anything in metalwork.
And a mallet.
Am I adding engineering or electronics?
Engineering,
Metalwork.
probably. Oh, metalwork. Metalwork would be more accurate if you have it.
I hope you have it, but if you don't, it sucks to be me.
You're buying it back out. It sounds reasonably similar.
Ah, but it's going to frustrate me because I've got very sensitive
To
microphones.
everyone else,
that
it sounds
pick it up.
fine. To Tam
To
Tam,
you, it sounds
off.
flat.
Yep.
I'll work on it over time.
Maybe by next week it'll have bashed out proper. We'll have to find a very light grade hammer.
We'll work on it.